Have you ever been to SeaWorld? If not, most have heard of the accident caused by Tilly the whale. Erica Fry states that they're following a Dine with Shamu show, a $30 plate affair, which guests will have lunch. Tank side to the killer whales doing tricks. Shamu actually an 11,800-pound 29-year-old orca named Tilikum, or Tilly, killed a trainer. Even just looking at the numbers, 11,800 and tank just do not go together. There's no tank big enough that fits animals this big, 11,800 pounds, so that these animals are limited to not having access to swim in the ocean. SeaWorld should be banned because of the safety reasons with accidents, reduce numbers of sales, and for the sake of the animals. First, SeaWorld should be banned because of the safety reasons with accidents. Ferry says in an article, the show must go on, but should it? For Entertainment Weekly, on February 24th, during an event at SeaWorld Orlando, a 12,000-pound killer whale named Tilikum snagged the blonde ponytail from trainer Dawn, dragged her into the tank, and thrashed her body before drowning her. This is Tilikum, and that's Dawn. As you can see, this is Tilikum's head. That's Dawn's whole body. These two, this is barely Tilikum's head. These two should never be this close in space together, let alone in a tank, in its natural habitat. That's supposed to be its habitat, I should say. That these two should be together. They should have never been put in the same tank, never been in the same environment, unless there was a lot of glass to separate them, because the people in these animals should never naturally come this close unless trying to help them when they are sedated. Ferry also says that Tilikum has been involved in 2 other deaths since 1991, and reports of serious orca attacks against SeaWorld trainers date back to at least the 1800s. Or 1980s, sorry. If the whales have been involved in multiple different attacks, and they still had to have them doing shows, and they were interacting with humans, it is clear that the SeaWorld business does not care about the safety of the staff, animals, or the people coming in to watch the shows, because they're putting them in the same positions again. Robert says that Bill Avery, a safety consultant based in Maitland, who specializes in amusement parks, said that while companies like SeaWorld have some of the best safety procedures in place, there's always one element that it's still an animal. You can do everything by the book, you can follow all the rules, and on any given day, helping these animals, you could die. Animals sometimes can be trained, but this animal is a wild animal. This animal cannot be trained. They can be trained to do tricks because it's rewarded with food, which they should be able to naturally get themselves anyway. But they have instincts, and that can always cause issues. And if the animal is ever in any hurt, distress, anything, they could be driven to kill, hurt someone, even just to make someone mad, just because it's not what they want in the moment. Second, the number of sales at SeaWorld has gone down a lot. As said by Earth First Journal, in the second quarter of 2014's SeaWorld net income was $37.4 million. In the second quarter in 2015, it was $5.8 million. That's an 84% decrease in profits. Lots of people didn't want to participate in SeaWorld's activities because of these accidents, and it was coming to light a lot of articles and a lot of people's personal experiences with SeaWorld, and even some of those people that had to watch the attack with Tilly and Dawn, and they didn't like it. As said by Earth First Journal, now that it's finally common knowledge that SeaWorld is bad for animals and bad for the oceans, people that are avoiding the theme parks and companies have been taking a financial hit. But instead of responding to the criticism about the wild animal confinement by ending their captivity programs, SeaWorld had implemented an epic comeback campaign, referred to by the park as a reputation campaign, which includes 3 prongs: spreading misinformation, increasing charitable work, and infiltrating animal rights groups. SeaWorld was just trying to rebrand themselves. They were trying to make it clear that whatever they were doing was good, but it was clear it was not working. And it was just making it a lot worse for the animals because no one was coming in, so they're just being kept for no reason. Finally, SeaWorld should be banned for the sake and happiness of animals. As said by Earth First Journal, the film revealed that along with being stolen from the wild or born in captivity, born to do backflips for positive reinforcement and food, which they shouldn't have to do, and being imprisoned in tanks that are 1/3000th the length that they swim in a day. Orcas' lifespans are shortened by being in captivity and endure constant psychological and physical abuse that leads to severe mental health problems. And it's not just the whales that have issues. Many animals, even in other groups, it has been proven that being taken from their homes for no good reason can really decrease their mental health, their happiness, and overall just their well-being. It's good that they're helping these animals that they find in the wild not doing good, but they should be taken back to their natural habitats after. Whales are meant to live in the ocean, not in an enclosed space. It's said in numerous occasions that animals are attacking or even dying can cause from the lack of space, and they just probably can get depressed with not being able to do what they want. All in all, Earth First Journal says it was recently revealed by PETA that SeaWorld employee Paul McComb had been attending an animal rights event for years. Using incredibly innovative analysis, Thomas Jones, he had protested outside of the company's San Diego theme parks, protesting that the SeaWorld float at the 2013 Thanksgiving Day Parade, and even arrested with 7 other animal rights activists in 2014 Rose Parade in California. So even the old employees that used to work at SeaWorld knew what was happening was very wrong, and were willing to risk it all and even ended up arrested for the cause. As I said in the speech, SeaWorld should be banned because of safety reasons, accidents, reduced number of sales, and for the sakes of the animals. So next time you think about going to SeaWorld, or like anything like it, think about the animals and how the foundation feeds off the support and money you'd be giving them. Thank you.